Hello everyone. Now we will see one more question on the same development chapter. The topic says that we have to now start with the development of sectioned object, means development of frustum or truncated solids. So the question says that develop the lateral surface. Lateral surface means only the faces, not included the base and top. Surface of a pentagonal prism. So prism means parallel method. Pentagonal 5 sides. Of the base edge 20 mm and axis height 50 mm. Resting on its base on HP means no gap from XY with one base edge perpendicular to VP. So in the previous question of the same pentagonal prism, I have solved one question in which one base edge was parallel. So here one base edge is perpendicular to VP. Perpendicular to VP means we have to take one base edge perpendicular to XY, and it is cut by a section plane. We have solved the question up to this only in the last video, but it is saying it is cut by a section plane passing from 20 mm from the top and on its axis at an angle of 30 degree. So this will be the additional part. So I have solved the same question for hexagon also with different dimension, means the development of a sectioned object, or we can say the truncated prism. So you can watch that video also just to make more clarity of the views. So let's see. First we have to draw the front view and top view as we did in the last question also. This is a pentagonal prism. So one base edge perpendicular and base edge is 20. So one base edge perpendicular, so I am taking one base edge perpendicular like this, and it is having 20. So I have taken the 20 side perpendicular to XY like this. Now I have to complete the pentagon on this. How to complete pentagon? The internal angle. Internal angle is 180 minus 360 by n is 5 here, so it is coming 108. So this is 108, and after that we have to see 20. Done with this side. After that again on this side also you can take 108 internal angle, so it is coming like this. So this is the point. Then after that we will take the fourth side, again 108, and then we will join. Base edge is 20, so you got this point dark, and then you will join it with the closing side like this. So this is the required top view of a pentagonal prism. So I have made it dark because there will be no change in the top view as we are developing the sheet, the surface only, not the filled object, the hollow object. So that is why I have taken the top view dark. Now I have taken the projection line, height is given 50. So I will take these projection lines upward, but very light, because later on we will decide which part will be dark, which part will be light. Like this. Right, now we will do the numbering. I told you how to do the numbering. Start from extreme left corner, so we will start from here. 1 2 3 4 and 5, so they will come at the top. 1 dash outside, 2 dash outside, 3 dash outside. We have explained this in the previous video. So 2 and 4 overlapping, but 4 will be inside. 1 and 5 overlapping, but 5 will be inside with the dashes as front view. Same for base, but inside in the top view. I have explained this in detail in the previous video, so do check that. And D dash and E dash inside. So this is the front view and top view. First we are developing it without sectioning. After that we will see the sectioning. So any gap here, you have to take any gap for development. So it is giving this is 20, right? So 5 times 20, 5 faces are there, so 5 times 20, so it will have 20 face 5 times like this. So again I'm taking light because later on we will see which part will be dark. So height is given. I have taken the height from every point because these are the face edges. When you cut and unfold a prism, it will have the face edges. Then now we will close this side. And do the numbering here also. It is not necessary every time you have to give numbering alphabet at the base. You can give numerals also at the base, alphabet at the top. So this is the development we have done without sectioning. Now we will solve the sectioning part. It is cut by a section plane passing from 20 mm from the top on its axis. So here we are not having axis. Axis will be from the center of the base to the center of the top, and we will get the axis, then we will make the sectioning at that point on axis. So it means here I have to find out the axis. So how to find out the axis? First I have to find out the midpoint of the top. How to find out the midpoint of the top? If it is a hexagon, if a hexagon is there, you directly join the opposite side and you will get the midpoint. But in pentagon we will not find out it in like that. So what we do in pentagon, we have to first find out the mid of any side. Means this side we find out the mid line, any adjacent side again find out the midpoint, like that. The intersection of these two, that will be the center point of the surface. Now I'll tell you how to do that. Now what we will do, we will find out the midpoint of this edge. How to find out? You can use the compass. Open the compass more than half approximately. Draw this arc, and from this also this arc. So you get intersection of these two arcs here. Same midpoint more than half. The same arc you can draw here also and here also. Right, now if I join them, you will get a line, very light, because these are the construction lines, not required, like this. So we have taken the midpoint of this side. Now adjacent side, do the same process. Open the compass more than half, approximately more than half, this arc and this arc. Same on this side. From this point, do not change the size of the arc. Taking the same size of arc means same radius and this. After that you have to again join the intersection of these two arcs are intersecting here and here. Just draw the line. By doing this, this line and this line, it is intersecting here. So this is the center point of the pentagonal prism. So from this point you have to draw the axis. Now we can take one long, one short, just like the center line. So this is the center axis of the prism. Now we have to take on this axis 20 mm from the top. So 20 from the top, and this is the top side. So from this point I'll take 20. I got this point, and angle is given 30. So I will make a small line here, and now 30 angle, just like the previous question I'm doing now, 30 angle. So this is the angle for 30, and now we will draw the section line. How we draw the section line? One long, one short, outermost edge is dark, just same to the center line, only the outermost edge is dark. So object is being cut from this point 20 from the base on axis at 30 degree. Now I can darken the remaining part. Means after sectioning, after removing, this part will be removed and this will be the remaining part. I am darkening that part only, and here the base also, like this. Right, now what we do, we have to modify this also. How we modify? It is just similar to the previous question. What? First of all, we have to mark the point, the intersection of section line with the face edges. So there are face edges 1 2 3, okay, and it is intersecting and it is giving the point here. So I have given the numbering up to 5. 1A numbering is 6 dash, 2B face edge numbering is 7 dash, 3C we are getting 8 dash, 4D 9 dash, 5E 10 dash. Right, now we get these 3 points. Now take care here, students do this mistake. Do not give numbering here. This was the center axis and you join with the sectioning line. So do not give numbering here. Numbering will come on this point only. And do not take projection line from this. This is a mistake which I have seen in the drawing of students. So do not take projection line from here. So take projection line from 1, 2 and 3 points only. So what we will do, from this point I take the projection line in the developed area, very light line, because it is just the construction line which is giving you the part from where we are cutting the object, or we can see the modification of the developed area. Done. Now after that we have to find out these points here. I'll tell you 1A 6 point, so follow that 6 projection. 1A point is coming, so this is the 6. 2B 7, so this is the 2B point. 3C 8, so this is the 3C 8 point. 4D 9, so you follow the 4D, this is the 9. 5E 10, follow that, and this is the point 10. After that again 1A is given, so 1A means 6 point, so you follow that, and this is the 6 point. If you do numbering in this way, how I am doing, it will be very easy. You have no need to check the numbering again in the developed area. Now we will darken this part, because this is the remaining part. After sectioning, these face edges will be dark. Remember that in case of prism these face edges will be dark, but in case of cylinder these face edges will be light, because there is no face edge. Now second difference, in the prism you have to join these points, straight line between 2 points, like 8 to 9, 7 to 8, straight line between 2 points. But in case of cylinder you have to make them as a arc, the freehand arc. I'll tell you when I will solve the question of cylinder. I will show you over there, and you have to darken this surface. Now you can see if I join 6 and 6, A and A, I'll get the sectioned object as I'm showing. Now we will do the dimensioning to this one base edge only, no need to give all base edges. So here, now if you don't want to show the arc, you can erase that arc also here, the arc which you draw for finding the axis. So it is given 20, that was very light, so I'm giving dimension on that, no issue in this. So we have taken the section line from the 20 from the top, so I'm giving the dimensioning to that, so it is 20 from the top. After that axis height we know, so axis height we have, that is, now this is 50, so this is 50 here, right? Now the angle, the intersection angle, we have this, and it is given 30, so here you can give the intersection angle, or we can say the angle at which we cut the section plane, that is 30. So this is the dimensioning. Now we will give the dimension to this part also. Development of surface, here it will have the total height, same of that, but we have to give the dimension height also in this way. Now this is what n into b, same, n is 5, number of side, and width is 20, so this is coming 100. And here the height of the surface, we will give the total height only, we have no need to give the height of the sectioned object, it will come from the front view. So total height is given, that is 50, so we will give align system 50 dimension in this way. So this is the front view of the object, this is the top view of the object, and this is the development part. So you have to give the label or names to the views. So this is the solution. Thank you.